All right, so we are recording. So hey everyone again. I would love to start by asking you how was your first week?
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It was
I
great.
and Jonathan and Marcia had great shot this week during the office hours. How about the others? Huda and Geralt.
I think
Yeah,
it was
really good.
it was great. It's amazing to work with other people. Yeah.
Yeah, you all had like a great start. Okay, so we will start with the demos, and Tommy will take care of that.
All right. Ready?
Yeah, can go ahead.
Yeah, so we'll be demoing. Oh, we start the presentation.
Which pair want to go first?
Which pair wants to go first?
I'll go first. I was issue 2, so it probably would make sense for us to go first.
Yep.
Right. So mine and Marcia's issue was that we needed to. Right, I'm just getting it up now. We had to render the name of each shopping list a user has access to, and also the name of each item in our shopping list. Both problems looked similar, so we were both agreed the best way to approach was to use like an array dot map in order to render our lists. So when
Jonathan, if you don't mind, sorry to interrupt. If you don't mind, can you like share your screen so we can follow up with you?
yeah,
and it will be better if based on the chat I saw, like Marcia going to present functionality, right? On the app,
so
right?
you said that
Yeah.
So it will be better if you start with like what you did like in the UI in the app, and then explain the code. Okay, if that's good.
Right, yeah. I was going to talk through the code, and then Marcia was going to like show the functionality. So do you want Marcia to show her screen, or do you want me to just to do it?
Yeah. But it would be great if she started with with the functionality, then the code. So so everyone can get first what's like the function, what you did, and then you can explain how you did it with the code.
Yeah, right, okay.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
So I need to share my screen.
Yeah, if you don't mind, of course. If you have problems doing so, maybe Jonathan can share the screen and you can like.
It's okay.
All right. Okay.
Can you see this? Yeah, sure, maybe.
We can see your VS Code.
Yeah, that's what we wanted, right?
I think if you get up our shopping list at Marcia and just show that.
Wait, is this not what? Okay, wait. Which one do you want? Not the code.
Just the app, I think. Just the app, and then
Just the app. Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Just what it looks like when.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
All right. So who is sharing? I can't see any screen. Jonathan, do you want to share your screen?
Second, then I'll try to share my screen.
All right.
Or if you can do it quicker than Jonathan, you can go.
So I haven't got it loaded either. I was just
I haven't have it loaded. I didn't think we would start with this like straight away.
Ah, sorry about that.
um. Oh my days.
It's okay. It's not mana that it's not like necessary we do it this way. We can start with code and then move on and until like Marcia could. It's totally all right.
I don't know. Now that I'm trying to do something, nothing is of course gonna work.
It's all right. Like technical issues always happens. So maybe we can start with Jonathan. He can also like share the app and you can talk. You know, can do it this way.
yeah. I haven't got it loaded either. I just got the code loaded up on
Yeah.
I'll get it when I get loaded.
You can walk
Yeah,
us through the code first.
All right, yeah. I'll share my screen. Can everyone see?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Right. Yeah, as you can see there, our issue is we had to render the name of each shopping list the user has access to, and also the name of each item in our shopping list. So when we got together we're both in agreement the best way in order to render each of the items was we were going to need pretty much the same approach for both. So we were going to use like array.map in order to render these items onto the shopping list. So within each of our array.map methods, we use the components that are mentioned in the acceptance criteria there. So it mentions the single list component and the list item component. Both these components return the list, and then they would display our shopping lists or our shopping list items. We knew we needed each of our lists have a unique key, which we know that's important for lists and React, so that we can track any future changes. For the list one, so yeah, as you can see, we've got data.map, and then we're mapping through that there, and then within there we've got our list item components, and then we've got the key. So each item's got a unique ID for it, and then within that we've also got item.name. So then that'll display each name from our list, and then for the home component as well, we've done similar on there. So we've mapped through that, and then we've mapped through each item on there, and then we've got the index there. So there's our single list component within there, and then each of them, like the same again, is getting a unique key, and then it's that the single list one was slightly different. So within there, that's got two of the different properties there. So it's got the name and the path. So we've done item.name, item.path, and then also, as well as that, at the top there, as you can see, there was set list path, and that was a function which it mentions in the criteria. This function will update our current list, it says. So for that, we've done set list path equals set list path. So that'll help us update our. It says then, I think it says in the criteria, mentions it. I'll just try and find it there. Yeah, set list path function is passed into the home component, so we can update the current list. So yeah, that's the approach we took, and then yeah, it was successful. So yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Right.
All right, that's fine. You guys did a
Need to
great
do
job.
functionality.
Sorry?
So I still need to do functionality, no?
Yeah. Do you want me to stop sharing the screen so you can show that?
No, just show the app, I guess.
Sorry, I haven't got it up.
Okay.
I sent it in the Zoom chat. If you can, I sent the link in the Zoom chat. So if you can like just grab it from there.
Trying to get that loaded one thing there. Come on. So what's-
Here is it.
All right. So the
Well, I need to
private,
sign in for it to load, or is it?
yeah, they can see the list, I guess. Can you see the list?
Doesn't seem to be shown on there.
Refresh the page, Jonathan.
Did you sign in like with the same email?
Yeah. I'm signed in the same email.
Right. Does it actually work?
Yeah, it should work, but let's see. Maybe maybe it's a cache issue, so probably it's still not like with the latest
Yeah. If
data I
anyone,
get with the latest changes.
May
Um,
refresh it. It's, I guess it's because of the cache. Uh,
Can you try to
Control
refresh?
Shift and R. Press Control Shift and R. Jonathan,
do what? Sorry.
Control Shift and R. Hard refresh.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying that. It doesn't seem to do anything. I think if anyone's got access or got it up,
It doesn't do anything.
it should show for anyone, shouldn't it? What the changes are, what we've
I
done.
have it. I have it up. If you guys want, I can share my screen.
Yes,
Does it
please.
work on your side?
Yeah, but because I don't have it live, like I have the branch that Huda and I worked in, but I pulled from main, so I have.
Yeah, I have the local host as well, but it doesn't work on the.
The changes are already in the production. I can see it. I can see the test shopping list and see potato inside.
Okay.
It's
final
working.
Stop
attempt.
sharing.
We can. Jonathan, can you like close all the tabs that has this app open and open again? Maybe it will work.
I'll just
No,
exit off.
not. Yeah, okay, that will great. Also work.
I'll just exit off there and then I'll just go through again with the track.
Okay.
I was having the same problem as Jonathan, but the hard reset did work for me.
Yeah, it's a cache problem, 100%. But probably. Sorry, but do you have also Windows?
Yeah, I'm also using Windows, so I did Control Shift R, and it did fine.
It did work.
You can also right click on the reload icon and you can hard reset.
Do what? Sorry.
Go to that reload icon in the Chrome tab.
Reload.
And
Where is it? Sorry.
it's on the top left side.
There. Just wait.
Yeah, right click.
What?
Right click.
Yeah, I'm right clicking that.
Yeah, I guess that's only work when you are in the dev mode. and you're in
Oh.
localhost. It doesn't work on production, I guess. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it's
it's totally fine. We can maybe you can maybe show us on your if sorry, who was talking before? Was it Geralt?
Yeah, it was me. But I think it's working for Jonathan, wasn't it? I think if you go to the list, you can. Wasn't it working earlier? Oh, it's gone now.
Is it-
Yeah.
oh,
But yeah,
Should I-
it's
should
working
I
fine.
share
now.
my screen?
yeah, I'll stop.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Here
Yeah, so here it is.
it's
Alright.
test shopping list, and if I go to the list page, I can see this potato. It's because of the cache. I guess you can do something like the empty cache and hard reload. This will work for you.
All right.
Sure. Alright, so
anyone-
the functionality basically here is to allow the user to view and switch between the different shopping lists that they would have. Now there's only one because it's a test shopping list. And in the home component, you can see all of the lists you have access to. And then each shopping list is displayed by using the single list component. And that will show the list name. And then the user can also, I think, switch between the active ones. Yeah, from the home page. And that will be updated. The active list will be, list will be updated by the set path function. I think it is. Yeah. And then in the list component on that page, that component shows the items that are in the shopping list, and those are rendered by the list item component, showing each item, basically. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so you can easily switch between your list.
Yeah, well done, guys. You guys did well.
Thank you.
Sorry for the technical.
Yeah, got there in the end.
Next
No,
week
no.
will be better. I'll be flying.
That's why we are here. It's to face this stuff here and like to learn together. It's totally okay to have these kind of issues, and it's your first time doing the demos. I think it's great for our first time. You will get better.
I think I was thinking. I think that's probably the first time I've actually like explained my code out loud like that.
Yeah, well, you did great actually.
Thank you.
All right. Maybe next time I have only one small like detail. Maybe next time try to do it like in VS Code instead of GitHub, so we can see also like the structure of the folders and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but great job overall. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Should we continue with our issue?
Yeah, can go ahead.
Yeah, okay. All right, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. All right, yeah, it's the correct one. All right, so Huda and I took care of issue number 3. The goal was to be able to navigate between the pages of this multi-page application. The acceptance criteria included that the nav element was added to the layout component, that the links for each of the pages were inside nav elements, and that the links were functional using React Router DOM. So the first thing that we did was come to the documentation and see how it's supposed to be working. And once we had that, we went to the app and checked the layout, found the component that needed to be modified, and how it was before we edited it was that instead of using NavLink from React Router component, from React Router DOM, it was using anchor tags. So we modified that following the syntax from the documentation. And now I have the zoom bar in the middle. So now you can see that if we are in the home, oh, I closed the wrong one. I wanted to leave this one open. Okay. So the home doesn't have any additional words on the URL, but if we go to the list, then we navigate to the list and we're in the list page. And if we go to manage list, the URL also changes. Yeah. And now Huda will go over how this is actually working.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. When we started with this, it had anchor elements. So we switched that to a nav link. And with that, it has the two element, which has the path to that route. First one with the slash, which leads to home, as it was explained before. And it will also lead to list and manage list. So now it's functioning as we showed before. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Okay, great. Thank you. That was smooth. Everything is working. And Jonathan and Marsha, as you can see, it's your list is it's there in production. It's just a cache issue. So if it doesn't work later, just send us a message in Slack and we will look into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions about both demos? Okay. If there are no questions, we can move on to the retros. So we will have our first retro today, and it usually happens every 2 weeks. So I will share my screen and give you guys like 10 minutes to fill out the cards and columns there, and we can get back to read them out loud. So let me just share my screen. Do you all have access to the retro?
Could you paste the link in the chat, please?
Yeah, I can drop it in chats. Give me a
Okay.
second. There it is. Before we start, do you have any questions about this? Shared screen. Okay. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. So we have 10 minutes to fill these out, and then we can like read them. Sorry, just small note. When you finish writing your message, just add your name at the end of the message, just so we can know who wrote what.
Mhm.
Because All right, so we can go like 2-3 minutes more and then can go ahead and read our messages. Does anyone have need more time?
No, no.
Okay, so let me share my screen again. Share. Okay, so you can all see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will go ahead and start with this. So this is me. I will start. Kudos to every single one of you. We had a great and smooth start, so let's keep up the hard work. Let's keep the same energy, the same motivation. I really loved like how you guys like start this cohort. It's yeah, it's perfect. So let's keep up the same energy and all. Geralt,
Yeah. So amazing work, everyone. It was I thought it was a lot of fun to work on these issues. I had worked with other groups of developers before, but we had never had a full cycle of having a user story and then different pairs that we could review each other's code. So it was very interesting and I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
that's great. I'm glad you learned something new. So, Jonathan,
Yeah. Yeah, great work, everyone. And my teammate Marcia. It was a great team member to work with for the first week. Yeah, this is the first time I've worked with anyone, so yeah, I really enjoyed that.
okay. So, Marcia,
Yeah, great job, everyone. It was really nice to work with you, Jonathan. I loved our pairing session. I've worked on group project before, but not like live pairing and those kind of things. And yeah, it was really fun to do, even though it was a bit daunting in the beginning. But yeah, no, everything went smooth.
great. Okay, so Huda,
Yeah, well done, everyone. This was my first time doing pair programming. Never did that before, and it was really fun with Carol. So yeah, thank you.
that's great to hear. Just a quick question before we move on. How many pair sessions did you have? Do you have just one and finish the issue, or did you like split the? This question is for
Just
both
one.
pairs. Just
It
one.
was really
Yeah,
simple
yeah,
task for us. So
yeah. It
one.
was simple task. Yeah. About Jonathan and
Yeah, just the one for us.
One.
It took a couple of Zoom chats. They expired a couple of times. Yeah, technically the one.
okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
had some technical issues, but everything was nice.
Yeah, got there.
Okay. Okay, great. Harris.
Yeah, so start was very smooth. Like everyone is very collaborative and help each other, and we were also ahead of our time. Everything was the issues were done before the time, and we had like time and review all the issues. So that's it from my side.
Yeah. This first week couldn't be any more perfect for real. So let's keep going. So this is me again. So yeah, I was really impressed about communication. I told Jonathan and Marcia during the hours. It's really with someone like, especially in the first week, especially when like they use the parent traits the way you did. So everything was transparent. Everything was clear. We knew exactly what you are working on and in what state you are in like in that week. So yeah, kudos to you. And this is me again. This, as Harry said, the issues were done early in the week. We had time like to do the review like, and all was smoothly. So yeah, that's it for me. And Geralt, am I pronouncing your name right this time?
It's more of a K than a G. Geralt.
Geralt. Okay.
Yeah.
Geralt.
But
Okay.
don't worry about it too much. I know it can be challenging.
Okay.
So yeah, working with Huda was really, really great. We agreed on a meeting time really quickly, and we talked about the issue and how to solve it, came to the solution pretty fast, and yeah, communication was great. So very smooth.
Okay, Jonathan.
Yeah, similar really. Communication for our issue was good. We were quick to, get a time organized on Slack and then get to the bottom of our issue pretty quickly. So yeah, it went really well.
Yeah, it was like pretty much everyone was pretty much flexible. So yeah, great work. Okay, Huda, you can.
Yeah, Geralt explained it well. We had smooth communication, finished it within less than an hour, so it was really well.
Okay, great. So let's move on to what could be improved. So for me, nothing really. This for the first week, this is like, as I said many times, this meeting, it really couldn't be any more perfect. So yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah, nothing for our issue. I thought that went as well as it could have done. But yeah, like with what I put there, I'll take on your feedback, and for the next demo, I'll use Visual Studio to talk through our code rather than just use GitHub.
Okay, great. Let's move on to Marcia.
Yeah, next week it will be running smoothly. It's working now on my side. I can say that. So
Okay. Okay, great. It's don't worry about that. It's totally fine. It's always the same. The first week, like the first demo, we always run into like technical issues. Sometimes the internet, sometimes the app, sometimes it's always like that. So don't worry about it. And let's go for Huda.
Yeah, same with the demo. Hopefully next week is better.
Yeah. Okay. So for action items, I guess everyone is wanna do better demo, so let's improve our demo. That's it. Even though it was good for me. But let's do demos. What would we say? Maybe set up everything before the meeting, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Or let's go for like check that everything is with the weekly sync, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's it for our next 2 weeks. Overall, this was like a pretty much good week. And that's it. That's the end for our first retro. I am going to stop sharing screen. Does anyone have any comment, anything they would say before we move on to the issues?
Nothing from my
All right.
end.
All right. So if all good, Harris, please present us with the issues for this week.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So last week or this week, we made the links functional, like we can navigate to other pages, and we also added links, sorry, list items and the shopping items. So let's now we move to add an item to the list, more like add a form in it, and all the pages
So
might be
sorry, Harris, I have just to not forget before I have like just small comments I just noticed now. So I noticed that like the second and third issues are not closed yet. So you can close them manually, but in your PR you could have like instead of can you visit any PR of any previous PR, Harris? Close. Yeah, so there in the issue, yeah. So if you did there like closes instead of issue, it will be closed automatically once the PR is there. So I write it in the chat. If you do closes and, for example, 1 or 2 or whatever the number of the issue, it would have been closed automatically. So this is just small detail. Do you have any question about this, or it's clear?
Yeah, that's a very nice trick. So should we close the issue manually?
Yeah,
this time?
yeah. You can go ahead for this time. You can go ahead and close them manually.
Okay. I'll close it.
Yep. Okay. Sorry, Harris, to interrupt. You can keep. If I didn't say it now, I would forget.
okay. So
Yeah.
so let's start with the issue number 4. As a user, I want to set up new shopping list so I can start tracking purchased items. A shopping list is a set of items with the owner unique ID and the name of the shopping list. User need to be able to create new shopping list. To do this, the home should present with them a form. So now we will give the user a functionality where they can create a new shopping list. So in the home view, should present them a form that allows them to enter the name of their list. There will be a form, an input where they can enter their name of the list. Additionally, we need to do a few things to create that list. Save the token to local storage. When we sign in into our application, Firebase returns us a token for the authentication. So we need to save that token to our local storage and save the list to our database using the create list function in the firebase.js. So in the Firebase, there is a function called create list. We need to use that function to save our list to the database. And when it's saved, we can show our list that to the user as well. Acceptance criteria, UI related task. The home view displays a form that allows user to enter the name of the shopping list, and then you create a list with that name. So as I said, there should be a form and where a user can enter the shopping list name. That input except name of the item has a semantic label element associated with it. So as we create our application, we should also make it more accessible and use semantic HTML. Like we shouldn't just use divs and spans everywhere. So we should use labels and puts and maybe headers in all these things. I hope you guys know about the semantic HTML. The user can submit this form with both mouse and enter key. We shouldn't just like let the user only click on the submit button or anything like that, and we should also make our application so when we hit enter, it should also submit the form. When the user submits the form, they see a message. We should after the submission, there should be a success message like your list is saved to the database. That list either was or was not created. In case there is an error, we should also display error to the user. It's a data related task. I use the create list function. we already discussed this create list function. It's in the firebase.js to create new shopping list for the user. We can use this function when you guys start working on this, and if there is problems or something you don't understand, you can ask in the chat or in the thread. The shopping list path is stored in local store using the set list path. I guess Marcia, you worked on this set list path function already. Jonathan, you as well. So the shopping list path is in the set list path function. Once the list has been created and saved, the user is redirected to the list view. When user submit the form, we should redirect the user back to the list views. They can see the list there. There are some notes about this issue. The create list function takes 3 arguments: the current user ID, the logged in user ID, the current user email, and the name of the shopping list. We will pass 3 arguments in that create list function. That's the ID, email, and the name of the list the user entered in the input field. The set list function takes 1 argument, the new list token. Okay. So the token we will pass that into the set list part. If you get stuck, you can also use navigate hook. You can look up use navigate how this redirect work. I guess there is dot redirect, and you pass the path where you want to redirect the user to the. We will redirect to the list view. So this is the issue number 4. Is there any question?
Not right now. Maybe this week at some point.
Okay. So let's go to the issue number 5. So in the issue number 4, we created a list, and in the issue number 5, we are going to add items to that list. As a user, I want to add new item to my shopping list so I can start recording purchases. Summary: user should be able to add new items to their shopping list. When a user create a list, we will add new items into that list. To do this, the add item you should present them with a form that allows them to enter 2 things. We will create another form in the add item where they'll add name of the item where that user want to purchase an estimate of when they think they will need to buy that item, like maybe in the near future or in 2 days or something. Their readme file for the shopping is acceptance criteria. The manage list views displays a form that allows them to enter the name of the item and select how soon they anticipate needing to buy it again. There should be 3 choices for this. Soon, corresponding to 7 days, kind of soon, 14 days, and not soon. There should be 3 options for the user to like select from the drop down, or I guess drop down, where they can select I'm planning to buy this soon, or kind of soon, and not so soon. The input that accepts the name of the item has a semantic label element associated with it. Again, you should also focus on the accessibility side of our application, and we will use semantic label element for this, for the input. The user can submit this form with both mouse and enter key. This is also we are making our application more accessible to the users. And when the mouse submits the form, they see a message. When the form is submitted, we are we will display a success or an error message to the user. It's data related task. The console log in the add item function in the Firebase file. It's replaced with a function that adds the new document to the Firebase database. The function will import it from. Okay, we will import. The function will be imported from. We will import this function from the Firebase file store module. We will directly import from like the installed Firebase module. The user soon, not soon kind of choice is used to calculate next purchase date. So when a user clicked on soon, it means it will its value will be 7 days. So we will calculate a date on based on those dates. Like I'm about to purchase this in 7 days, so we will calculate from the day user enters that to plus 7 days, and whatever the 7 day date, we will store that value. User soon, not soon kind of okay. Notes: when this feature is implemented correctly, new items will automatically show up in the list view because stream list item gets new data from file store every time there is a change. Okay, when we implement this feature, new item like new item will automatically show up in the list. The file store is in real time. If there is something changes in the database, it can show it immediately without I guess having to reload the page and all that. You will know your label is correctly implemented if you click on the label and keyboard focus on menu. Again, it's accessibility. So when we click on the label of the element, the I guess we can also say the header of the input. When we click on that text, the input should be highlighted or focused. Users will be able to submit the form with enter key, or maybe click if you listen for the right JavaScript on the right element. If you are adding on key down listener anywhere, you might be more complicated this. So there is a listener in JavaScript, the event listener on key down. So whenever a user types something, the function will fire execute the function. So we shouldn't be doing that thing. We should like only make our form submit on the click or maybe hit the enter key. The add item form has the potential to be a lot of scope. Stick to the acceptance criteria. So the notes are about like we shouldn't do anything beside these 4 elements of the acceptance criteria. So we should stick to these items. So, any questions?
I haven't seen the code yet, but
Yeah.
for the form, if we need to implement the drop down for the options from scratch, can we use external libraries like UI libraries?
Well, for the drop down, you can actually like choose if you want it as a drop down or maybe just like checkbox. Not checkbox, sorry, radio buttons. You can like just do radio buttons. But generally, like styling is left to the to the end. So like anything related to styling, you may want to leave it until the end of the cohort. We have like 2 weeks at the end of the cohort just for styling your application. But this is your application, this is your code. So just to simply answer your question, you can use whatever library you want, or you feel that it will help you like shape the best. And yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. So you have preference there if you want to use a drop down or just check boxes. Sorry, again, radio buttons, because you can select more than one.
The focus should be more on the functionality rather than the UI.
Yeah. Yeah, so I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, it's clear now. Thanks.
Okay, so Harris, do you have anything else to add for? Yeah, you need to assign the.
Yeah.
I can
So
give you the names. You can just go ahead.
it's
We have
issue number
Jonathan and Huda.
yeah, and Marcia and Carol on issue number 5. Do I need to like assign them somewhere?
Yeah, you need to assign them like in the issue.
Okay.
So if you go to the issue for
Issue number 4.
Jonathan and Huda, just do the assign. It's
John,
Yeah,
this one?
bottom one.
This
Yeah, one below.
this
Yeah.
and Huda. This one.
and for issue 5 we have Marcia and Geralt.
This is here.
Yeah.
Marcia. This is Marcia, right?
Yeah.
So
All right, we are done for today's weekly sync, but I'm sorry, I have to take 5 minutes more of your time, just to clear a I'm not sure if it's confusion or, but anyway, so we have something called learning modules. It's basically like slides about different topics. Not sure if you read some. So the way we used to do them is either by like doing them during the weekly sync, or you do them by yourself and then we just discuss them in the weekly sync. But it has been a change for this cohort, so it will be actually like on 3 parts. So there are some learning modules that we will need to be doing them during office hours. So I missed that last week. Sorry, Jonathan. Sorry, Marcia. I should have been like doing the communication. Let me see. No, it was the code review presentation. It should be done during the office hours, but I missed that. Sorry about that. My bad. So just to know what I'm talking about, you can go, or let me share my screen. Maybe. Give me just a second. Sorry if I am if I'm taking too long. Just this is... Okay, so this is the project brief. So we had to do this code review presentation in the last week. Office hours, but I didn't do it, so my bad. But anyway, you can go and watch the recording if you wanna like get the idea of what is it about. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask. And maybe if we have time in some office hour or something like that, we can go over it again. So this is for the first week. It's already passed. So for the upcoming weeks, we will have some that are, for example, this week office hours. we will have the communication for Dave's learning module. But remember, office hours are optional. So if you could attend, then the mentor will present this presentation. If you cannot attend, then you can just watch the recording. Okay, so for this part, is it clear? Okay, and we won't have only this, but we will have some learning modules that will be self-study. So this, you will have to go through this like by yourself. So, and of course, ask us if there is any questions. And we have a third type of learning modules, which will be in the weekly sync. So during the weekly sync, just like this one. So 1 week we will have retro, and 1 week we will have this presentation. So I said all. So I hope this is clear. You can also like come here on the project brief and check again. But I said all of this because I have a suggestion, but I'm not sure if it will work for everyone. So for office hours, we used to do them like depend on the mentor's availability. Sorry. So, but I guess if we are going to do like some learning modules during office hours, I guess it would be best to have a fixed time for that. I'm not sure. What do you think? Do you want like to have like a fixed time every week for office hours? But office hours are still going to be optional after. So this is a question. So this is a okay. Gerald, fixed time. I am also for fixed time, I guess. But this is a question for the mentors and Collab. So what do you think? Should it be a fixed time or?
Yeah, I guess fixed time is good. We will have like an idea when are we going to meet and have office hours.
Okay, Jonathan, do you think?
Yeah, fixed. Yeah, so just probably you know where you stand then.
Okay, Tommy, what do you think?
Fixed time is okay. At least I can add it to my timetable and work towards it.
Yeah. Okay, Marcia.
Don't mind either or.
Okay, Huda. By the way, I'm going just
Yeah,
with
I agree.
the order I have in Zoom. So
Yeah, fixed time is okay.
Okay. So everyone said fixed time, but hopefully we can agree on one. I will send the doodle this tonight or tomorrow morning. I will send like just like the one I sent for the weekly sync, and we can like I will like put 3 days. I guess Tuesday, Wednesday, and Tuesday are or even Friday also. I will put 4 days and we can all vote. Remember that you can always like put more than one vote, so we can try to figure out something that works for all of us. And yeah, that's it for our weekly sync. Do you have any questions, anything before we end this? Okay, all good. Thank you all for attending. Thank you all for your time, and see you again during office hours or during the weekly sync. Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye.